I thought I would show you guys some of my Amazonite specimens today. I've got 2 Canadian specimens here in front of me, and then 2 American specimens. To start off, let's look at the Canadian specimens. This first piece here is a chunk of polished Amazonite from the Kawartha Lakes region. I mined this, or collected this, not mined, it wasn't really mining. I collected it from a road cut off of a friend's property in the Kawartha Lakes region. I'll put a link in the description below to that video I did record myself. And it's just a lovely example of Amazonite from that area, and it's actually a bit translucent when compared to, there are other sites like the barrel pit, and I'll show you the other specimen that's a barrel pit specimen that do have Amazonite, but they don't seem to be as kind of gemmy or slightly translucent as this material, which is nice. And I have a lot more of it in some good decent sized chunks of see-through stuff, and I'm looking forward to working with it more once I have my setup, my equipment set up again after renovations. Now here's the barrel pit specimen that I was talking about. You can see and compared that this one is a lot more gemmy than this material. This material is still very lovely and very blue, and even has the slight prophytic growths that this specimen has, just not as thick. And then you can see that there is some orange feldspar, maybe orthoclase, who knows, coming in on the edges. But it's a lovely slab of Amazonite from the barrel pit. And there used to be a pretty decent seam in the barrel pit, but it's been pretty much cleared out by people, and you can still find stray chunks, and I have when I've gone there to collect. I'll put a link in the description below to that video. I found a couple chunks, but the main seam that I saw videos of in the past doesn't seem to be there anymore for the Amazonite. It's been pretty much picked dry by collectors. Now both of these are American specimens, and they both come from Colorado. This one comes from Lake George, Colorado. It's a damaged, small damaged Amazonite crystal. You can see where it's been fractured and stuff, but it's got a lovely dark blue. I think this was very cheap specimen to buy since it was damaged, and at that point in time when I was collecting, I didn't have a lot of money, and I wanted a nice dark blue Amazonite specimen, so I got this guy. Now later on, I had a bit more money, and I managed to buy this guy later on, and it's a lovely, two lovely Amazonite crystals grown together. Some nice formations, and really, like you can see, the color on this is so dark blue. It's not dark blue, but it's very vibrant and dark for Amazonite, as Amazonite goes. Colorado is kind of known. It's like world-renowned. It has some world-renowned Amazonite spots, and this is an example from one of those spots. Just a very lovely example. Now for some background information. Amazonite is a variation of microcline feldspar that is potassium feldspar, basically. It's a variation of potassium feldspar, i.e. microcline. And the blue color, it's been discussed, it's not exactly 100% known what 100% causes the blue coloration, but there is evidence pointing to multiple trace metals affecting it, like lead and iron are 2 of the trace metals that I've read that have seem to affect the color of Amazonite and gives its color. But it seems like there is multiple different factors that seem all to be kind of interconnected and kind of interplaying with each other that seem to create the color. So scientists aren't 100% sure like what exactly causes the color. There seems to be multiple factors and they might be missing some, so they can't say for sure what causes the color exactly, but they seem to have traced it in connection with sometimes iron. I think iron tends to give amazonite a more like greeny color, whereas the lead gives it the more bluey color. And those trace elements seem to play an important factor in the coloration of amazonite. We have gotten to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one.